Alright, y'all, so we're going to jump into world level 16, see what that's all about. I'll be interested. Last time it said the final Shard Guardians, so let's see what this new world has to offer. Congratulations, you conquered the launch version of Shardfall! But there's a lot more coming very soon. Thank you for believing in the future of fitness gaming. This world level contains high-level versions of all Shardfall enemies. Strive to reach the highest rage score and qual score against the ultimate challenge. Oh, okay. Hey y'all, Drew here doing a kind of a recap on my experience of world level 15, what I found in world level 16, and kind of what's happening now. First and foremost, IO review clue. Cheers to be the first two to cross world level 15. So, it's my non-alcoholic beer for the week. But congrats. That's a huge accomplishment. That is a grueling fight, and you did it way faster than I did. So, good job. The World Level 15 was a beast, and in retrospect, it makes a lot of sense why it was so tough. And those of you in Discord have probably figured out by now that World Level 15 is really the last challenge we have in the early access version of the game. Kind of. So, the Shard Gardian Commander is essentially a good old-fashioned Soulsborne mid-level boss. Wipe the floor with you until you get good character. And, your last equipment upgrade is going to be World Level 14. So those of you at World Level 14, live it up, because that is your last upgrade, and basically at this point forward you are on the skill set train. So yeah, it's fun. The whole map itself, or the whole traversal World Level 15, is very tough. There's way more spike sections, there's way more sprint sections, there's a lot of ducks and jumps and ducks and jumps and sprints and and it just in sequential row. Like you'll literally go jump, do a sprint section through spikes, duck, do a sprint through. So it's an intense workout in that whole level, and then you get to the Shard Guardian, and they just punish you a lot if you're off on timing at all. So, for me, the best technique that worked out, and it was kind of an accident, is that I just ended up having a really good parry counter build. It was an accident. I was going for a different build altogether, my blessings, and I was actually like, I'm going to die. But my parries were doing insane amount of damage, and they were helping me counter effect the healing that the Shard Guardians were doing. So I was able to actually beat some of those challenges by playing defensively and just getting really good at parry mechanics. That being said, one other trick I learned, and I don't know if this is going to get patched out or if it's meant to be this way, is that when you're at the end of your run session, if you're coming up in the Shard Guardians area and you're really low on health, just kamikaze yourself into some obstacles. That's what I did, and I was able to go into the fight with full health. I lost some rage, which didn't matter anyway because you're not going to get equipment. But something to think about in the future. You'll lose some rage points, but you can kamikaze yourself during the run and go into that fight with full health, assuming you don't hit more stuff after that kamikaze. And I honestly think that's the main reason I was able to survive that round, because I would have gone into that fight with maybe a quarter health bar. That would have sucked. Overall, I feel so accomplished having completed that attack, or that mission, and having overcome that challenge and having done it with my own two hands. Like, that was pretty cool. It was like the high you get over any challenging game where you're able to beat a boss you've died over and over and over again, except it's like to the 10th level, because you're pouring out sweat, your adrenaline's high, you're just like, yes. So world level 16, as you see in the beginning of this clip that I put in before this, is essentially just kind of a fun run afterwards. You're fighting all challenging enemies. They all kind of feel like Shard Guardians, I think, as they all have a health regen, and they're typically a bit spongier. You can hit them quite a bit for very low damage output. At this point, you're 2 world levels under leveled on your equipment, so it is a bit more of a challenge, but I don't think it's nearly as much of a challenge as world level 15. Now, I've only played world level 16 once. As of right now, they did a patch on the MacBook or on the Mac OS, and I have not been able to get access to my game since then. I know they're working on it. So today I did yoga because my wife likes to do some yoga, and did some walking and stuff like that, trying to keep my daily habit in place. So anyway, that was fun. The World Level 16 didn't really offer nearly as much of a challenge. The Shard Guardians weren't nearly as hard. Some of the fights were pretty tough, but I think I got through it pretty okay. I think I ended up having 1 KO in a mid-level fight. So you do not get any further rewards. There's no more equipment for completing the game, which I do kind of feel like they should give you something cool for having completed it. But I know when the full game release comes out, they did say they're going to give out some equipment prizes to the people that went through all that and played the game. I don't know if you get an additional equipment perk for having completed it, but maybe not. I don't know. So that's kind of my thoughts. Overall impression of the the early access game, I think it was awesome. As an early adopter, being fired up about this for years, and holding out the hope that this product was going to be awesome and be everything they said it was, I'm very happy with the product. I think they delivered on what they offered, and which was gamifying the workout. I'm almost a month into this now, and I'm planning on I'm working on a 1-month review. I don't know. Review Clue is also going to be doing one, so I'm pretty excited about that. The daily habits have been good. I'll probably share my health stats when I do the 1-month review. I've lost a little weight. I kind of went up a little bit first, and then I kind of came down a little bit and stabilized, and then I came down a little bit more, and then a little bit more. So that's been interesting. My body fat percentage has kind of gone up, and then it went down a little bit, and then down a little bit. So it's not a huge amount. It's like 2 or 3 pounds. So I'm not like I didn't get a 6-pack from a month of Quell. But overall, my energy level's up. I'm more motivated. I feel like I'm having fun doing the workouts, and I don't see any reason to stop doing it. So with World Level 16 kind of being a static challenge, I don't know if it changes every time. I haven't been able to play it a second time yet, but I'll continue to try to play through that. I think what I'm going to do is go back through. I have a second profile I set up for this YouTube channel anyway to kind of go through specific challenges. I'm going to go back through and do each world level. If there's any particularly challenging things, I'll maybe do a quick tutorial on it. I'm working on a series of shorts fighting particular enemies. It's been hard because in the higher levels, those enemies are just like... They're challenging to be able to have enough time to record on because my fighting style is very aggressive, so they typically die before I can actually walk through stuff. So if it's a lower level enemy, I think I could take more time to do that. So I'm going to go back through, do another series of those, and they'll probably be little shorts. And then I'll get back to world level 15 again and murder myself, but hopefully by then I'll still be good. And I might do a tutorial on how to beat the Shard Gardian Commander if anybody else struggles with it like I did. So my tip on that now is if you're coming on close is get really good at parries. Be very defensive in your fighting because that guy will take you out in a very short period of time if you're overly aggressive. Learn the attack pattern. Look for blessings that are going to either allow you to do DPS over time, like burning, heal frequently, like strong punches do heal, or every 5th punch does a heal on a siphon build, or fragile. Anything that's going to basically keep your damage consistent because it heals really fast. And you'll see in my fight that fight took a long time, and I had to be really on my toes with the parries. So, but maybe a different build will work for you. That's what worked for me. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with overall early access. I didn't have a lot of bugs. In fact, the only real issue I've had is now that they've done the update, I can't get into my launcher. Or I can launch, but I can't actually get to the game anymore. So, and they're working with me. They've DM'd me, and we're working through that issue, and I think I'll get it resolved pretty quickly here. So that's about it. I had a couple issues with the Jellyfish boss. I thought I had an issue with World Level 15. Turns out I did not. I was just meant to get better. And one of the developers did jump on and say, hey, we're paying attention to the videos and the comments, and they're going to work to make sure that it's at least fairly communicated and expected what you're walking into, so going forward. Before, it was kind of unclear like why I wasn't getting better equipment, and I was just really mad. So anyway, other things I'm working on is trying to get some fun guests to come on to try out Quell and see what they think. So I've been working with my doctor and talking to him about the health stats and what the calorie burn is and stuff like that. And he's just like, I can't believe you can get that kind of calorie workout on a video game. I was like, that's pretty cool. So he agreed he's going to jump on sometime and come check it out. So if you're watching, calling you out. And, a few other people I thought might be fun to do, bring on the channel and show. So if you like the channel, like and subscribe, and, please comment below if you've gotten through this or gone through the challenge of World Level 15, or if you're looking forward to it, or what your experience has been on the early access so far. For those of you that have not made the jump to Quell yet and are kind of looking at it and wondering whether or not it's worth it. So I've done quite a bit of VR workouts. I've done normal workouts, and to me, this has been the most fun I've had on a consistent basis. Like every day I want to beat the challenge. I feel like there is a challenge to get through it, and I don't know what what to expect on the next world, because sometimes they throw something different at you. You have a new enemy, you have a new technique you have to learn to fight an enemy. You have to get a little bit better each time. My calorie burn has been pretty consistently about 300 on a 280 to 300 on a half an hour workout, which is really closer to 20-25 minutes. That's pretty good, at least according to my doctor. So if you're looking for a fun way to get in shape and do some exercises, just be a little healthier on the regular, I think Quell's an awesome fit for that. It's relatively easy once you have the setup going and you learn the basic techniques. I think there is a learning curve to get proficient at the game and to learn how to work through some of the quirks that are currently exist. But the full release game's coming out soon, I think in May, because they're saying basically the pre-orders now, if you pre-order now, you're guaranteed by May shipment. At least they have a few left in there. So that being the case, I would assume the full game release is coming out around that same time. Those of us in the early access still have a great game to play. So I would definitely say if you're looking for it, it's a great addition to your arsenal of fun things to do to stay in shape. And it's a great community. It's probably like one of the best communities for gaming. I haven't really seen a lot of negative people on it. Most people are very positive, even if they're frustrated. I think most people that are on the Discord are excited about the product, want it to be awesome and successful, and we're all big fans of Quell, and the develop team is amazing, responsive. They're active in the community, which is really cool. They've been active the whole way through this, and I'm really excited for what's coming out. More games on the horizon to work with the Quell system, so Shardfall's not the last hurrah here for the Quell team, and we've all been really excited, like, theorizing what the next one is. Is it a sword and sorcery sword fighting? Is it whatever? My wife's hoping for something like Beat Saber that's more of a rhythm based game where you don't have to wear a headset. Who knows? So anyway, I'll be putting together my month review probably next weekend, maybe, and we'll see what happens from there. So anyway, hope you all have fun. If you're all playing Shardfall right now, good luck on your session. If you're not yet, maybe check it out. I think it's worth it, and I do think there's a discount right now. I think the price goes up at the end of the month, so you might save yourself a few bucks jumping in. Yeah, all y'all have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.